Well, after being trapped in a cave in Thailand for nearly 3 weeks, a boys' soccer team and their coach have finally made it out. The team went missing after getting trapped in the flooded underground cave. It took an international team of expert divers 3 days to get all 13 out. It was a complicated rescue, with each journey in and out of the cave taking hours. The 13 are now being treated at a hospital.
Well, Eyewitness News joined members of the Evansville Fire Department's third shift dive team tonight as they watched tonight's 2020 Cave Rescue Special. Although the circumstances in Thailand, of course, called for very specialized divers, our local water rescue team offers perspective on the challenges of treacherous dives and confined spaces. Now, we are joined live now by Captain Dan Brown, one of the dive team leaders at the Evansville Fire Department.
Now, Captain Brown, as you watched these rescue efforts, knowing what all goes into this, from your perspective, what was going through your head when you were seeing this?
Oh, I think probably just what was going through the average viewer's head, just what a tremendous amount of equipment and manpower and effort was expended. And we were talking amongst ourselves, something that we might be talking about that the average person might not be was, you know, I wonder what kind of mask they were using, or I wonder what size bottles they were using. So there was some professional interest as well, but, you know, it's just a remarkable story that we were all really engrossed in.
Two very different situations, but some similarities, Captain Brown. Describe for us the challenges of working in low to no visibility water rescues, especially when you have to get adults or children who may be very afraid to safety.
Yeah, you know, we train in some similar conditions. We train and typically dive in low or no visibility. We're used to swimming in current. We're used to having heavy equipment. The effort that the rescuers in Thailand were having to put forth is far above what we would normally have to expend. Cave diving is extremely specialized, even in the world of rescue diving. It's extremely specialized. So I can relate to how difficult a regular rescuer training is for us, and then really sympathize for what they were going through.
Okay, Captain, I hope we're not interfering with the fire run. We can hear the alarm going off there. But if you can, one of the divers ran out of air in Thailand and unfortunately died. How much air do you carry in your tanks on a normal basis when you're patrolling the river or involved in rescues here?
Yeah, so we would normally carry a cylinder that gives us roughly 20 to 30 minutes. A lot of that depends on how hard you're working and the conditions of the water. We typically dive with a rescue tank that gives you an extra 5 to 10. Rule of thumb, we will try to surface with at least 10 minutes of working air left. That way, if we do get into trouble when we're trying to get out of the dive area, we have a little bit of a leeway as far as the amount of air. So the distances they were diving and the conditions they were diving under, really a lot of load on the human body, so really can partially relate to how hard those guys were working to try to make that rescue happen.
Captain Brown, you know, we do have a couple of caves nearby. I know Marengo and Mammoth Caves are nearby. Would you all ever be called in to assist in a rescue effort there?
You know, I could see our agency being called to assist. We have roughly 20 rescue divers in the Evansville Fire Department. We have the equipment and resources to assist with that. I wouldn't ever see EFD being a lead agency just because it's such a specialized type of rescue operations. But as far as being asked to maybe help on the front end of things, that's something realistic we could be called to do.
All right. Captain Dan Brown, thank you so much for joining us. He is one of the dive team leaders for the EFD. Captain Brown, stay safe, and thank you so much for giving us your perspective.
Yeah, we appreciate all you do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.